Some programs that we are currently working on and expanding. Student Resource Officer. The City of Lapeer has had an officer full-time in Lapeer Community Schools in the City of Lapeer since 1990. 27 years we have had someone there. We were way ahead of the curve on this, and the dividends that has paid us over the years, I can't even fathom to try to calculate what that is, the contacts that have been made. The officer that's currently assigned there is A.J. Wetzel, outstanding young man. He is at the high school, he's at Roland Warner, he is at Turl Elementary, Chatfield, Bishop Kelly, and St. Paul's. We get them all. We do different programs. Some of the things that he does is safe driving programs. At prom time, we do a seminar to the kids on safe driving habits. He's in their health classes. When it's time for some type of a law enforcement program to be put on, he attends all the football games every Friday night, even most of the away games he goes to. He goes to the proms. He goes to the graduation. He is a single point of contact for over 2,000 people Monday through Friday at all of these schools, all of these students. I was a former DARE officer myself, and I can tell you that even though I wore younger man's clothes back then, but I can tell you I still run into people that I encountered in that 7 years that I did that program, and that relationship is still strong. That's the engaging. That's being part of the community that I'm talking about. Another program that we're heavily involved in is the K-9 program. We've had a K-9 officer for over 16 years. His name is Sean Broker, outstanding individual. Sean is trained in the military as a K-9 unit. He is currently right now on his second dog, and we're looking probably within the next year of a replacement of Axel. That's our current K-9 unit. Some of you here may watch CNN, Fox News, MSN, whatever, but probably sometime within the last couple of weeks, you may have seen the Lapeer City Police Department vehicle and officer on one of those nationally broadcast networks. That was Sean Broker. Where was he? He was at Bishop International Airport for that tragedy that has taken place there. That's the engagement with our other law enforcement partners that I'm talking about. He's also done Ford Field when they had a Super Bowl down there. We sent him and the K-9 unit down there for that. Blue Water Bridge, interdiction with customs and all of those type of programs. How does that relate back to the citizens and the business owners in the City of Lapeer? Should you have a bomb threat, something like that takes place at your business, you're not going to have to wait for 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours to get an explosive dog here to clear your building, to get your commerce back up and running. We will have one there in 45 minutes or less. We can get the situation solved. That's engaging with our business partners. I mentioned the Ford Field. Sean is very, very proud about that. That was when we had the Super Bowl there, and I don't know if you're guessing or not, but the Lions were not playing at that time, just in case you were wondering. Lapeer City Police Officers Charitable Fund. It's a nonprofit 501c3 organization that we put together back in 2009. Very proud of the work that we've been able to do that is separate from the police department, although all the members are officers. We found that there was a chance for us to get further engaged in our community by doing things not just while we're being paid, but doing things volunteering. We've given away over 400 car seats to our community. every year we partner up at the Fantasy Forest, where we're out there as the families are coming by. If they need a car seat, they stop in, they see us, and we get just the physical information on the child. They fill out a card with a phone number. We take that, we partnered up with Evenflow. We have a couple semis worth of car seats shipped in to us, and we hold an event at our office. There is absolutely no charge at all. Shop at the Hero program. We've been doing that, I believe, since the program kicked off. I'm not even sure what year that is, but I can tell you that it's been at least a decade, I believe, that program has been going on. We take about 10 children with us down there. The officers volunteer their time, the same as the fire, the EMS, and all the other police departments here. It's very impressive, the amount of people that show up. We take the children there, and we spend some time with them. I tell you, if you ever get a chance to come up there during that event, I would highly encourage you to do it. It is amazing and humbling to see a child given money to go shopping and watch them buy cleaning supplies for their house. Kind of brings you around full circle to where we are. But that's engaging the citizens. Some emerging programs that we are putting together. A community relations officer. I'm setting up one single individual, one single point of contact that all of the special events, all the people that want to do something of a community relations aspect can contact. We have these programs in place right now, but I have several different individuals. When someone's putting on a special event, whether it's a race, whatever that it may be, I can tell you from personal experience, it's the single most important thing that's going on with them right then. And errors cannot be made. Sometimes when you have too many people in there, some things can go wrong. So I want a single point of contact with that person to be allowed the time to make sure that we are there, because I don't want to just be there, I want to be engaged. At Lapeer Days meeting the other day, I made that statement. This will be my 30th Lapeer Days that I've been down there. And I'd like to think I started when I was 14, but that's not the case. But and we've always been there. And we're always going to do what we've done, but we can do more. I look at the fire department. They're putting on programs. They've got all this stuff. I look at EMS, and they're sitting, they've had a booth down there for as long as I can remember. They're engaging. We have our command vehicle there, but that's just a jump-off point more for us. I want to get engaged and become part of the event, not just being there. Hope, Not Handcuffs is a program that a lot of us have heard about. My department so far has not gotten involved in that. That is going to change. We will be doing that. And part of it is explaining exactly what the program is, and there are others that are far more qualified than I to do that. But after all these years in law enforcement, we have to take a look at something different. We cannot continue to do things the same way every time and expect a different result. It's not going to happen. The Sheriff's Department has been heavily involved in this. Sheriff McKenna, Under Sheriff Howe, fantastic people. They are taking the lead on this. Now, they've been involved with it. I'm going to say maybe it's been a couple of months now in my mind's eye, somewhere around in there, and someone says, well, they've only had 2 or 3 people that have taken advantage of it. Well, I bet you if you contacted the families of those 2 or 3 people, you would see how significant it was to them. We can't always put a number on everything to try to just gauge success from that. But we are going to become involved in it. Shared resources with our law enforcement partners. There's so much room for us to grow in that area. Not every department can have every single thing. It's just not feasible. And a perfect example of this, had a very, very tragic car pedestrian crash that happened within the city. When I got there, Sheriff McKenna was there. There's a thing called a total station. A total station is a piece of equipment for digitally recording an event. And you can take that information and plug it into a software system, and it does many things, which can compute speeds and distances and all this stuff. I've done serious car crashes for our department for over 2 decades with the tape and the chalk and all that stuff. This is the next evolution of that. Your County Sheriff's Department has that, and we've had it for quite some time. Detective Sergeant Jason Parks does an amazing job with that. I made one request to Sheriff McKenna. He makes the phone call. The equipment is there. It works the process going forward. We're going to become involved in that. I'm going to send someone for training for that, so that whole burden does not fall on one department to handle every single agency. Those are resource sharing things that we can do. And we're looking at many different aspects of that. We have a lot of equipment too, and we've held on to it a little bit too tight sometimes. We're going to change that. We're going to work forward because we need to engage and partner with our other local law enforcement agencies. Going forward, we'll be addressing some of the issues in law enforcement and some of the opportunities, because I truly believe that every issue also presents an opportunity that we can take a look at. The opiate drug addiction, heroin and prescription problem. It's not just here. It's everywhere that this is going on. Some of the frontline issues that I see with that are obviously loss of life. I'm also on the suicide prevention network. So far this year, I believe that we're right around 6 confirmed overdoses and I know that there's a couple more that are coming in. The loss, even if we're not looking at the loss of life, we're looking at the loss of self and the loss of potential. How do you possibly even try to measure that? What is lost in potential with someone? Lost to the family. Lost to all of us, because we don't know what could have been had this not have happened. Those are things that we need to develop programs for, like the Hopes We're Not Handcuffs. And I'm not sitting here at all advocating that incarceration or punishment is not viable anymore. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that there needs to be addition to. There needs to be other ways to take a look at things. There's still a spot where someone needs to be incarcerated. That happens. Sometimes it more than just protects society, it saves them. But we need to look at other things, because when you look at the problem with drug abuse, there's a lot of related issues that come along with it. Retail frauds. Our retail frauds are way, way up. I don't think that there's as many as in some communities. I'm getting the note. I got 3 minutes left, so I got to wind this up. The other thing, traffic safety, I think that needs to be addressed. We're working on some programs with our young drivers, our old drivers are disproportionately represented in car crashes. The middle of us, less than those two groups combined. We need to do some training. I've got some programs set up for I don't like seniors. I like all of us out there that have received the AARP stuff in the mail. So we got some programs set up for that. And then home and workplace and school safety. We're still dealing with domestic violence issues. We are still dealing with safety issues at our workplaces and even at our schools, whether it be actual violence or bullying. We are putting programs together to deal with that. To wind up, I just want to say that I strongly believe in community involvement by the police department. We will be engaged. We will be there. And we will all move forward. And I appreciate it. I really appreciate the opportunity to come here. This is my first group with this. Normally, when you see me, I won't be wearing the white shirt. I wear blue. At certain events, obviously, it calls for it. Any questions? Go ahead.
Your title was lieutenant?
It was prior, yes.
When you become chief, doesn't that make you general?
Makes him chief.
Yeah, I could see if I came home and tried to run that title out. That would go over real well. Anyone else? All right, like I said, I'm going to be around, so stop over. And I brought all my friends with me. As you can see that table over there, so got plenty of seating. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Okay, lots and lots of things going on. You are going to be a very busy guy. But I'm just amazed at how much and how many different areas that our local city police department, how much you're involved in, and a lot of people don't realize that. They think about, they're in a car, they're on the road, they're giving tickets and that kind of thing. So really very, very actively involved in the community in many, many aspects, in many areas. So we appreciate all of that. Okay, so our first sponsor, Emily Caswell from View Newspaper Group. Emily is the brand manager for View Newspaper Group.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here today to talk about 3 very exciting events that we have coming up in our community, and there's information in your goodie bags about all of them. First up, this Saturday, July 22nd, Center for Innovation, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., RoboCon. This is a completely free family event. There's going to be hands-on, DIY, robotics matches. We have about 20 teams from all around the state that are going to be there. Great event. Louis Sports Tavern will be serving up food. More details, including list of sponsors in your bag on this little sheet. Next up, August 24th, View Newspaper Group is hosting our first ever Ladies Classic. You have a registration form in your bag. There are still teams available. This is an event to benefit LACADA, which is Lapeer Area Citizens Against Domestic Assault. So proceeds will go to them. It's $100 to golf in it. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you get the chance to bid on celeb caddies. We have some of those in the house today. Basically what will happen is these nice gentlemen have given their day to get up and get auctioned off, and all of those proceeds will go directly to LACADA. All ladies golf outing. First-time golfers welcome. We really want to get you out on the course and kind of show you what it's all about. It's a scramble. There's a 9-and-out room if 9 holes is better than 18 for you. So super fun day. Like I said, team space is still available and sponsorship still available. So if you have questions or want to sign up, you can hand in the form to me today, mail it in, anything like that. I see some of our sponsors in the audience too, so thank you to those who have already jumped on board for this first year event. And lastly, looking ahead to September, you have a Save the Date koozie in your bag. Brewfest is back this year. This is our 5th year. We're once again benefiting the Lapeer County Hockey Association with this event. So far, we've raised $23,000 for that organization since starting this event, so that's fantastic. This year, we're going to have 3 bands. We've added that 3rd band. About 100 craft beers to sample. Advance tickets are just $15. You get a really great souvenir glass and 3 sample tickets for that. Tickets will be on sale in the next couple of weeks, so I'm sure that you'll see information about that available online and at a few different locations. Again, sponsorships are still available for that too, and we look forward to seeing you all there for our 5th year. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. So you don't have to be a serious pro golfer Okay. Well, that's probably good. So whatever team I end up on, just saying. And Brewfest is such a blast. It's so much fun. And you can come and I'll sell you tickets. So it's great. And the RoboCon is amazing. These kids are just incredible. And, each January we do our Citizen of the Year Award. And 4 years ago we started our Student Scholarship Award. And so many of the students who are nominated for that award are involved in the robotics program. And believe me, it's not just it isn't like erector sets when some of us were kids. It's very high tech. These kids are so sharp and so smart. So, take your kids and stuff out there this weekend to enjoy everything that these students are accomplishing. It's pretty amazing. Okay, our next sponsor, Angela Bannister from Independent Bank. Come on up, Angela.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Angela Bannister with Independent Bank, and this is Pat Taylor. She's also with Independent Bank. And Emily, we're already signed up for your golf outing. So actually, we're not here to talk about banking today. We're actually here to tell you about what Independent Bank does within the community. And a lot of people are not aware of what we actually do. So this year on Columbus Day, we are actually closing for the day, and all of the employees within Independent Bank are going out and serving within our communities. Last year they did this as well. From what I understand, actually I just started with Independent Bank on April 17th, but I've been in banking for over 20-some years. They actually volunteered the whole day, which is 8 hours of painting for a nonprofit organization. So this year we're going to be partnering again with another nonprofit organization where we're actually either going to be stocking shelves, painting, doing whatever we have to do within a community. But we do that on a yearly basis. And then the other thing we want to talk about is Miss Pat. There you go. I'll be Miss Vanna for a moment.
Hi. Again, my name is Pat Taylor. I'm going to start off with a joke, and I have to read it, otherwise I'll mess it up. A local charity had never received a donation from the town's banker, So the director made a phone call. Our records show you make $500,000 a year. We need to ask for a raise. Yet you haven't given a penny to our charity. Wouldn't you like to help the community? The banker replied, did your research show that my mother is ill with extremely expensive medical bills? No, mumbled the director. Or that my brother is blind and unemployed, or that my sister's husband died, leaving her broke with 4 kids? I had no idea, gasped the director. So, said the banker, if I don't give them any money, why should I give any to you? Which leads into my presentation. I'm here to talk about Independent Bank's investing in communities. For years, the bank has given away thousands of dollars to local organizations throughout the state of Michigan. But in 2016, we decided to give the opportunity to the communities we serve to decide which organizations will receive those donations. Last year, we gave away $60,000 to those organizations that the communities chose. This year, we are giving away $80,000 to 16 local nonprofits chosen by you, the communities that we serve. Now, this campaign is broken up into 4 phases, and there is a flyer in your bags, a yellow flyer that shows you what the 4 phases are. And we focus on those different ways to make a difference in our communities. Nonprofits that are within the Michigan counties we serve or within 10 miles of a Michigan Independent Bank branch are eligible for those nominations. The 4 organizations that receive the most votes will get that $5,000 check. So far, we've gone through phase 1 and phase 2, and we've given away $40,000. Quickly, our 3rd phase is for a housing nonprofit, and nominations will begin September 1st through the 8th, and voting will be the 15th through the 29th. My main concern, or my main reason for being here, is Lapeer County has not won yet. Although we've been in this thing for a year and a half, we have not had a Lapeer County winner. So we're here to ask you to please help us give a check to a Lapeer County nonprofit by going to our website, nominating and voting. You can vote once a day, so one person over that voting period can have 15 votes. So you can see how that would grow pretty quickly. So please check it out. Lapeer County Habitat would be a great organization for us to hand that check to. The fourth phase is for our veterans. We will be giving a check away to a veteran organization. So please check us out and help us to pass those checks out to Lapeer County. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll get some more information on that. Maybe we can start promoting it through our social media and to our members as well. Okay, our next sponsor, Quentin Roberts from Mott Community College. There you are, come on up here.
Thank you, Nita. Top of the morning, everybody. Can you hear me? I'm Quentin Roberts from Mott Community College. Now, Mott has a lot of different divisions. Tom Salins is the director here at the Lapeer site. I'm the director of our Lifelong Learning and Corporate Services division. Now, some may ask, what is that? Lifelong Learning involves our short-term career training programs as well as our personal enrichment. Now, our lead coordinator for those programs is Ms. Connie Lockery. Most of you all know Connie, lady in there. All right. And I want to thank Connie for getting me up here today. I usually like to wear a golf shirt, even though I'm a bad golfer. And she said, no, I need to dress up today. So I tried to do that. But you will see in your bags that there's a grayish book, and it says Summer and Fall 2017. On page 2, it talks about our short-term career training, and throughout, that's just where it begins, such as healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing. So we try to get people back to work. We work with Michigan Works. We have with grant funding to help people who may be dislocated. If a company shut down and moved away, thankfully we've got more opening up these days than they are shutting down. But if someone needs some short-term training or they want a career change, they can come see us. We have some funding sources available that we can work with them to put them back to work. We also have personal enrichment. On page 8, you'll see personal enrichment programs such as cooking, gardening, healthy living, meditation, yoga. So all of those things that are just for quality of life purposes or some things you may have always wanted to do. I know my mom, I keep telling her, why don't you just take a computer class? Just go take one to figure out where the on button is. 1 minute left. Okay, well, we got a timer. We're efficient around here. Yeah, okay. All right. And finally, on page 12 is the corporate services page. And in corporate services, especially a lot of the companies, we do everything from your AutoCAD training, your machinist training. We will come and do customized training for your company depending on what your needs are. So, and like I say, they can be varied. So my card is there in the middle of the handout, Quentin Roberts. If you have any needs as a company, any training needs, you want to upgrade the skills of your employees to avert layoffs, to become more competitive, give us a call. That's what we're here for. We're putting the community in Mott Community College. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Quentin. Good information. Okay, our next sponsor, Paul Howard from Splash in Oxford. It's an amazing, amazing facility. He's here to tell you a little bit more about it.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. This is the first time I had a chance to come in and speak to one of the chambers, because we just basically opened up our facility in October. And it's the pool that we opened up, my business partner and I, Brad, right here, and we've had a lifelong passion for swimming and teaching kids how to swim and basically how to save themselves first. And the pool that we've opened up is what we call a teaching pool versus a training pool. And the big difference is the water is 90, and it's the same length of a high school pool, but we also do quite a few other things for the community, such as aerobic classes, open swim classes, Pilates classes. We have a swim team that we have going on there. And our swim team that we have, for example, is something that teaches kids the correct way how to do the stroke so that we can prepare the kids for the different high schools in the area. We are in Oxford. We're part of the Legacy Center. I don't know if you've seen the Legacy Center down up on Lapeer Road there, but we sit in the back of the facility, and we have a nice view of the golf course and also a lake. The best part about our view is we like to watch the golfers put the ball into the lake. All right, so that's the best part that we have. So what we're trying to do is just to bring an awareness of what we're doing at Splash Oxford. It is an Oxford the community, but we want to be able to engage the entire communities around the area, whether it's anywhere from Rochester to Lapeer to even out in the Flint area, where we pulled in quite a few students from these areas, and also parents really enjoy our facility. We have about 13,000 square feet, and like I said, the pool is it's an L-shaped pool. It's 25 yards, plus there's a separate little area for other activities that we can do. We teach kids how to swim basically from about 6 months old all the way up to recently, Brad, we had about a 45, 50-year-old person that never learned how to swim and had that desire to swim. So we engage everybody in the community to not be embarrassed to walk in a bathing suit and come in and just enjoy yourselves, to learn how to swim and have some activities that you can have a lifetime skills. And that's what we've done there. Okay. One of the other things that we have going for us is that we are going to have birthday parties that can also be held at our facility, where the facility can be rented out for a time. You have access to the pool. And the best part about it is you don't have to trash your house or getting your house prepared for a party. Once you're done, you just pick up the kids and move out. Okay. The other activities that we're doing there will be growing based on the needs of the community. What is it that the communities are looking for in the area? We are in Oxford, like I said, but we are servicing all the other areas, communities that we have left here. All right. If you have any questions or something real quick, I can answer. My 10 seconds is up. And I'd like to just thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to come in here and just chat with you and give you a little bit of insight as to Splash Oxford, your neighborhood swim school. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul. It really is a beautiful facility. I was privileged to be able to attend the ribbon cutting down there, and it really is very beautiful, state of the art. So check it out. You can Google them. Okay, and our next sponsor, our first nonprofit, is Teresa Brandt, Lapeer Community Theater. Come on up, Teresa.
Good morning. I'm going to ignore Ray with his signs. I'm Teresa Brandt, the treasurer for Lapeer Community Theater, and each of you in your bag has one of these flyers that talks about how for our season this year, we are looking for sponsors or advertisers. It's some brief information as to what that will get you as far as being a sponsor or an advertiser in our program. We're doing 3 full-length plays this year. One of them is a musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And if you are an advertiser or a sponsor, that will go in the programs for each one of those shows. So you have the ability to reach at least a couple thousand people. I have more information as far as packets as to exactly what that includes, as far as the sponsors and what they get with the tickets, or the advertisers with the sizes and the pricing, more than what is on the flyer in your packet. And I think that's it. Nita also asked me to mention that I am the owner of Teresa's Travel, and we will be working with the Chamber next year in September, sending a group to Alaska. We are doing a land and cruise combination with Colette, and there will be more information coming out about that, but she did ask me to mention that this morning. So thank you.
Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, and like Teresa said, it's going to be a land cruise trip, a fantastic trip, and working with Colette and Teresa is really a great opportunity. Come on up here, Fred. And it is a fundraiser for the chamber. So once we get those books and are prepared and we'll have our launch date nailed down, we'll start promoting that probably here coming in September. We'll be talking about that. Okay, we have Fred Hirschelman from Sunrise Kiwanis.
Good morning. Thank you, Nita. In your package, you have 2 invitations. The first one is from the Sunrise Kiwanis, which is where we meet for breakfast every Wednesday morning at Leo's at 7:30. And you're all invited to come out and enjoy us. We have fun, talk about the community, and we do talk about events that we're doing. The other thing we have in there is a euchre tournament that we're having September the 24th at the American Legion Hall, and we would like you to all attend. And what we do at the fundraisers, this is our major fundraiser for the year, is that we sponsor the backpack program for the elementary school kids in Lapeer elementary schools. We serve all 5 elementary schools. We are talking with Roland Warner right now to provide good meals, nutritious meals on weekends to over 300 students last year, and we hope it goes down, but we're pretty sure it's going to go back up this next year, or at least be at the same level. So we need your support, and we'd like to see you next Wednesday morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fred. I don't know if any of you have been to their euchre tournament, but it is such an amazing, fun time. No pressure. You don't have to have loners every hand. It's just very relaxed. It's very fun. It really is a great event. And it's really worth attending. It's just a lot of fun and for a good cause. So my buddy Glenn Reen, come on up here. Come on up here, Glenn. Vietnam Veterans of America, number 287, right?
Was the last time I checked. I'm still recuperating from the moving wall thing. Takes about 2 weeks after you get done with this thing of dealing with emotions and things going on. We did a POWMIA ceremony on Saturday, and we had a great turnout. I talked to people of how our prisoners of war were treated in Vietnam before I actually went into the ceremony. And as I was sitting at home thinking about it a few days ago, a thought came to my mind, and I said, what these people endured, there's got to be a song out there for them. So I got in touch with Nita, and I said, I think it would be appropriate if we did the song Amazing Grace, which she did. So the community came together very well for us. We had this on short notice, both monetarily and volunteers, and everything worked. And when the wall left Elmont, it was going to be set up at the Ball Diamond in Boston in front of it, Fenway Park. So thank you to all of you who donated, both time and monetarily. And also, I look forward to working with the new chief of police. Like I said, still recovering. They have done an excellent job protecting us on our Memorial Day parades and things that we have done. So I hope we keep this ongoing in the future. As long as I'm upright, I'll be doing it. Been doing it since 1999, so just want to say thank you to the media and all the people that helped us. Thank you.
Thanks, Glenn. I'm going to have Julie Forbush, Flint area school employees credit union, come up here and talk about this is a new endeavor that they have engaged in the community. So I'm going to have her explain this to you.
Thank you. I'm Julie with Flint Area School Employees Credit Union, and together with the Leader Fund, we're starting a classroom supply drive for Lapeer Community Schools. We've got several box locations set up throughout the community, one place being the chamber office. The View News Group, we have a box there. And I'll get a list to Nita that she can post on her Facebook page as well. If you guys could all contribute a little, and we're going to present this to the entire Lapeer Community Schools before their school starts in September. Thank you.
So we have a short time to collect a lot of supplies for kids for the upcoming school year. And don't forget, we do have some year-round school. Those kids will be going back first part of August. Like Julie said, there's a box at our office and one at your newspaper group, and then she'll get us that list. So, when you're out shopping for those school supplies for your own kids, pick up a couple extra packets of pencils or paper or crayons or whatever you can think of. It'll certainly help. Okay, then we have Tina Dinan from Families Against Narcotics. Come on up, we've got one up here. Is that for your golf outing?
No.
Oh, is that for the run? Yeah.
So what I have is not in your bag, but I have, there's 3 ways that you guys can actually help support us. We're here to promote our run, and so I can attest to Lieutenant Frisch, well now Chief Frisch. The first year I did this is our 4th year, I bugged him to death, and he was very good about helping me because I was a nervous wreck putting together this run, but this is our 4th one. And one of the first ways you can support us is by sponsoring us. Get your name on our shirt. You get one of these signs on our run, on the course, and you can get something put in the bag. The other way you can support us is actually come out and run with us or walk. You don't have to run. We have a sign-up card. And a good way is get your employees in a team build, bring out a team, and do that. Or you also can this one costs nothing, put up a yard sign for us in your business, so that we can help advertise the run. That one doesn't cost you anything. We'll bring you the sign and we'll pick it up, or you can take them today. We have lots of signs back there. And if you can't sponsor us now, because I know a lot of times people decide at the end of the year who they're going to sponsor, keep us in mind for next year. When you sponsor us, you get your advertising in our Spring Fling and our Run Drugs Out of Town. We only come out once a year asking you to sponsor us. And some of the things that we support are the Hope Not handcuffs that Chief Frisch talks about. When they have somebody come in to turn themselves in, they call us. We come out with an angel and we work through getting that person in treatment. We have monthly meetings that support the families and the addicts. We bring people into the schools with AJ Wetzel. We brought in Michael DeLeon to all the schools, a national speaker this year. We pay for that. We helped get the Narcan in the police cars. We work on something called Operation RX. So we're in the community trying to help all year long, and that's where the money goes.
Okay. Thank you. So don't forget, there are signs. If you can take a sign, they are up there by the registration table. There are entertainment posters and festival posters. If you can take a set of those and display those at your businesses. So lots of things that are coming up, lots of great events and things are going to be going on in the community. So we're going to be busy, but we're going to be having fun, and we're going to be supporting a lot of good causes. Okay, so we have an individual here who's been calling my office regularly. I'm just kidding. Dougie Kohler is here from the Optimist Club, and he has tickets for the famous chicken barbecue at Lapeer Days that he's selling. So you can get your tickets early because they sell out. So you want to make sure you get those ahead of time. So just see Dougie. He'll get you as many tickets as you want. And there's, they all compete for how many. But if you notice, I think Dougie's been here every year since I've been here. He's the only optimist who comes here. So buy your tickets from Dougie. He's here bright and early this morning. So Okay, so now we are going to have Ms. Pam Wagner come up and talk to you about a new event that we're putting together with the Chamber of Commerce. It'll be a fun community event.
Fun. It will be fun. Again, in your bags is the flyer. For 30 years, there was a treasure hunt. The chamber, we decided to have an event, make a little twist on it. So in your bags, you'll see it's a photo road rally, Saturday, September 30th. So we put a little twist on it, updated it, made it modern. You're going to look for clues, but you're going to be taking pictures. So it's in your bag, the flyer, and on the back of it is registration. So get a team together. It's very similar. Many of you probably did participate. I'm hoping in the treasure hunt for over 30 years. So it's in here, part of our proceeds. We're very happy. We're going to put that towards our youth scholarship that we have the Citizen of the Year Award. So we're doing this. We want to have a fun community event. We hope you look at it. It's in September, so you've got a couple of months to get your team together. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.